And welcome back. Well, there's no doubt that bulletproof vests save lives, but it's not just officers who need them. Police dogs are at risk too, sometimes even more than humans, because they're often the first to go into dangerous situations. And today, we're going to tell you about a run walk to help pay for those vests. Officers Eric Guzzi and Joel Dine are with the Glendale Police Department, nice and close by. And this is Boomer, the canine. Hi, Boomer. Look at Boomer. He was smiling for his close-up there.
Beautiful.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Well, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is great. Let's talk a little bit first about Boomer, since he's here, and what he does for you guys in the police department. He's a big boy.
Oh, he is. He's pretty big. He's about 91 pounds right now. He's a dual-purpose canine. He can find people, and he also finds the odor of narcotics. So he's very, very important to our job. He's a very useful tool.
Awesome. And can you tell us how important it is a bulletproof vest is for a canine, and I mean how it helps it?
Sure. It's just as important as ours. If I send him into a building, he's the first one to go in. He's by himself.
Wow.
So if I don't know that the person has a gun, if it's just something where we need to find a burglar or something, he might have a gun, but it's nice having a vest, giving him a little bit more safety, knowing that he's going in first without me.
Is it comfortable? I always think of those,
right.
What are they, thunder shirts, you know, for dogs during thunderstorms, and a lot of dogs like wearing clothes, but this I'm assuming is much heavier.
It's a little bit heavier, yeah, and it's not the most comfortable. We have to do some training to get him used to it, but he doesn't wear it all the time because he's a black dog. He's very, very warm during the summer. So we don't wear it all that often other than training and then in those tactical situations.
Okay.
And have you ever come into a situation where you've actually seen firsthand how one of the vests have saved a canine's life?
Well, fortunately, I have not. You know, I don't think there's been too many. Handlers are very protective of their dogs. If you know that there's gunplay involved, you don't send them in. They're not expendable. These are very useful tools, and you don't want to just waste their life. For if you know there's gunplay, we don't really send them in there.
Oh, but look at him.
If it's something where there could be, then the vest goes on.
Okay.
So a real important piece for the police department. And for you guys, let's talk a little bit about the vest that you guys wear. How important is that for you?
Yeah, I mean, we wear them all the time, not just in any situation, but there's a couple of them out there. There's one, most vests are good for about 5 years. So that's our run is important because after 5 years, they're not as effective. So
why is that?
The Kevlar, it has to do with kind of the material that they're made out of. It can settle, it doesn't spread as much, and it's kind of a scientific thing, but it really, for us, it's really important, as it for the canine, to have ones that are most effective for obvious reasons.
Yeah. This vest here was donated by a company, and it's called Vest a Dog, about 4 years ago, so he's going to be needing a vest soon. And if we have the money, we'd like to purchase it ourselves, so that way another canine can benefit from that donation. If we have the money for it, then I'd rather have another dog get a vest through that donation if we can buy one. So that's why his vest is up next year.
And we lost some of our federal funding for vests, so we don't want to pass it on to the canine handler or the officers. So that's why we thought, you know what, work with the community, have some fun, have this 5K run, 2-mile walk on Saturday, and hopefully raise enough money for everybody.
Yeah, because I was going to say, what happens if you don't have the money? Does that mean that they have to use old vests, or there's no vests?
Yes, I guess yes, and yes, especially for the canine and the officers will have to pay out of pocket for them. So we're
what would they
cost? Oh, that's a great question, because the ones for humans can go from anywhere from about $850 to $1,600.
Wow.
And there's also heavy duty ones that are much more expensive than that.
Yeah, this one's about $700 for a
Wow.
dog. Yeah, this one right here, these are our tack vests that we put in the trunk of my car and a couple other cars. These go on our these are more suitable for if there's rifle rounds. The vests that Joel and I are wearing right now, they'll stop a handgun, most of them, but this will stop a rifle round. And we hope to get more of these. Right now we have 4, and we'd hope to get more. These are very important. The shooting up in Fond du Lac a few years ago, Officer Ryan Williams put a vest like this on it and saved his life.
Yeah.
I mean, he got shot 2 or 3 times, and if without that vest, he wouldn't be with us. So we need to get every department needs to get more of those, but that's one of our goals as well.
Yeah, we had him on the show, and I think it speaks volumes to how important these are, and the fact that you only have 4. is kind of shocking to me to know, because how many people are on your force?
I think we have about 40. We have one in my car because I go with him, and you know, canines, they go to a lot of dangerous calls, so they give me one, and then there's 2 in our one of our SUVs, and then there's 1 in the supervisor's car. So we have 4. I think our goal is to get 1 in every car, if not get everyone 1. So.
And the way we can do that is by coming out this weekend. So I'm going to give the information so everybody can come out and take part in this 5K run or 2-mile walk. It's this Saturday, 9 a.m. at the Glendale Police Department at the Parkway School in Glendale is where you're going to start. And this really goes, all the proceeds go to help purchase the bullet resistive body armor for all these officers and the dogs as well. Very important. Here's how you can find out more information, or you can sign up for the 5K run and walk. It's ohhow5k.com. Important to help you guys back here in our community.
I brought you a little gift. That's a Boomer baseball card. It's the
Look
Remember
at
Us
that.
tie.
To keep
I
Booster
love that.
forever.
Thank you. Is this Boomer here?
It sure is.
I'm going to put it in a frame. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
And thank you for all you do for our community.
Appreciate it. Thanks
Yeah,
for having us
We
again.
appreciate it. Next time you can let me off the hook when you pull me over.